Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Atherton, and joining me for what should be an exciting contest is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the one and only Lord Gower.
Well, thanks, Athers, for such a glowing introduction. So I've been taking a look at the conditions to see what the captains might decide at the toss. And it really does seem like a batter's paradise. Don't think the bowlers were getting a lot of help on this pitch. Beautiful clear conditions and not a chance of rain.
Fantastic breakdown, David, thanks. Captains are ready for the toss. Let's join them in the middle.
And with all of their home ground knowledge, they'll get out there and look to cash in on batting first.
Ready for the first ball here in the commentary box. What should be an enthralling contest between these two teams. Yep. Couldn't have hit that any better.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Cummins, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Got that away nicely.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
Back-to-back boundaries. The bowler will be searching for something now. Just a dot ball or two to settle things down. Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing. Which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Nice solid defensive shot.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Oh yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
Really playing all their shots that over, really expensive. The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yes.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Sharma shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Great shot through the gap.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Wait.
Straight to the fielder.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Are now 21 for none.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yes.
Well placed, should get a single.
Send.
There'll be one run here for them.
Wait there.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
The right decision not to take on that fielder.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Wait. Yes. No.
Needs a direct hit.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
Wait.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Could be close.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Wait. Up.
A direct hit and this could be gone.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two were quick enough to avoid the run-out in the end.
Cummins, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Yep.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yes.
I don't think there was any bat on that as they come through for the single.
Waiting. Yep.
Really good shot there.
It was in the gap, pretty much all the way along the ground to the boundary rope. Off to a good start now.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. drives and misses everything.
Cummins with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
A little late on that, no run scored.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters.
Yep.
Edged.
No.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Wait. Yes.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Keeper's end.
Nice shot.
There was a bit of width on that, and they've climbed into the shot to send it up and over for 6.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Wait. Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field. Needs to be on target.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Oh my, that's racing away.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Amir is coming into the attack. We'll see the left armour from the south end.
Oh, well ball.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on that shot.
Waiting.
They'll get at least
Yep.
one. Quick onto that in the infield.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close, though.
Bold, disturbs the furniture.
Bowling.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this skill level.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Not wasting any time, they're off the mark straight away.
Yep.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward and dispatches that to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Doesn't beat the infield.
A little late on that, no runs scored.
53
start coming into the attack from the north end.
That's a much better directed short ball. Didn't quite manage to get the bat in position. It's through to the keeper. That's the one bouncer for the over.
Finds the edge. They certainly don't feel like they've got anything on that, but almost every fielder is asking the question. There's a challenge. Not sure what good it'll do. Looks unlikely it'll be overturned.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble.
No change to the decision, and the review is lost. They thought there were two noises.
How close is that? Could be the wicket.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Smith will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Hey. Oh, well bowled.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Catch it.
Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yup.
Unplayable. No reward. Flying to the boundary.
Nearly got through them. Just got onto it in time with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score. There's trouble here.
And that brings up the batsman's half-century.
That is an amazing half-century. Just mammoth stroke making. Such an impressive stint at the crease so far.
Amir from the south end.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep.
A couple on offer here.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Yep.
Just about timed that perfectly.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. That's 2 boundaries in 2 balls. Edged it. Loud shout. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do but watch as the ball goes all over the ground.
Yep.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Beaten on the drive.
Well bowled.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. What a beauty. It's the in-swinging Yorker. The bat can't stop it, and the stumps are gone.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Number 5 for the batting side.
Catch. Yes.
Gone. Another one goes. 2 wickets in 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Bowling.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
93 for 4.
Poor ball, all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Oh, yes. Nice.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Misses everything.
Bowling.
Surely that's got to be called a wide. It's completely out of reach.
Good bit of timing there.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Sharma didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on. Into the gap. Nice shot.
Got it well enough to get it away to the boundary, a poor delivery, and a fine shot in the end.
Two boundaries in a row. Time to just focus on line and length again. Sharma got nothing on that as it goes over the rope.
Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. Really good innings comes to an end. That's going to be a tough total to chase. Someone is going to need to step up with a big score. This is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a difficult chase.
Yep.
Nicked it!
Keeper.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Straight to the fielder.
Yeah.
There's a chance if this hits. A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Yeah.
Right out of the middle.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Khan has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
A bit of frustration after that shot, went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it. That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Taylor into the attack now from the south end.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single. There'll be one run here for them. Drives and misses everything.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to bowl it there. Overpitched and helped to the boundary.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Huge edge. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Out. Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Tried to get the drive away. Didn't time the shot well and threw to the keeper. I'd say that was the right shot to choose, but timed it badly. Couldn't get the drive away.
Yep. Bowler.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yeah.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Keeper.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters.
A bit of a change up in the field now.
Warner, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
Yep.
Right in the slot, right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary.
It was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the rope.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yeah.
Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yep.
Can't bowl there. Too full and helped on its way.
Just perfection. A majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Yeah.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Gone! Brilliant in the field.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
Left-hander is coming into bat at number 4 for the batting side.
Nice bowling.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea.
Waiting. Yep.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. Going with spin now.
Wait.
Not a great delivery. Got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Afridi shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yeah.
Afridi gets off the mark.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game.
Yep.
Effortless. A gift, really. Floated it up there and dealt with.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running. Captain's going to change things around in the field.
Yeah.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Really? That's just wasting everyone's time.
Wait on.
Not a great delivery. Got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Good batting, lovely timing. Hardly even lent on it. Was always headed for the boundary.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over.
The captain trying to stop the rotation of strike with these field changes.
Going with pace now.
Yep.
That's really high. Don't think anyone is close.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball. But you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Bold! Chops it back onto the stumps. You can see the disappointment.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Right there.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Beaten on the drive.
Ball in.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
Yeah.
Well played. Capitalised on the loose delivery on the leg side.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Yep.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
That was pure elegance. Right out of the textbook, that shot.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Brilliant diving stop.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Super shot, that.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Waiting. Yep.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yeah.
Just about timed that perfectly.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yes.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Back-to-back boundaries. The bowler will be searching for something now. Just a dot ball or two to settle things down. Misses everything.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Waiting.
Time that brilliantly.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Sharma shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Quick onto that in the infield.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do but watch as the ball goes all over the ground.
The captain bringing in the field here, trying to prevent the strike rotating.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Pick that well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Yep.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
Tried to take the pace off by rolling the fingers across the seam. It's a great shot. Didn't take a lot of effort to get it away. Field moving around a bit here, trying to stop the batters getting singles.
Wait there.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Wait.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Just threw the shot too early.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Nice bowling.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. All tied up in this match. Time for a super over. Nail-biting stuff.
Seemed very happy to take the boundary first up, punched away nicely to get off the mark.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on.
The field comes up, looking to stop the easy singles.
Yeah.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Bowler.
A couple on offer here.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yeah, yeah.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Wonderful batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure on the bowler to respond.
Yep.
Oh my, that's racing away.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
The crowd are really getting quite raucous. It's going to be difficult to focus down in the middle with this amount of noise.
Nice.
Drives and misses everything.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Good runs, good shot, first ball of the innings.
Didn't quite manage to get themselves in for that first innings. The bowler, with their tail up, will know it too. A good batter, though, and it won't take much to get going.
Catch.
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
Bowler.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Great shot. Great timing.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
Cummins, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Waiting.
There'll be one run here for them. Right off the middle of the bat.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Warner didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yes.
Good catch. Out.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure. And now they've got the key batter out